From class 8 mathematics chapter 1 rational numbers. So from this chapter these are the list of the topics. I am going to explain each and every topic one by one. First let us see what is the basic introduction about this rational number and how to identify the rational number and what are the properties of this. So along with this, properties of addition of rational numbers, again properties of subtraction of rational numbers. So subtraction of rational numbers along with the properties. Similarly, how to do multiplication of rational numbers and properties of the multiplication of rational numbers. And similarly division and properties of divisions. So these are the basic terms we need to learn from this chapter. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions along with these properties, right? And how to represent these rational numbers on the number line. So there is one of the important topic we'll discuss here. And inserting rational numbers between two given rational numbers. If any two numbers are given, how to insert in between this number of rational numbers, or finding the large number of rational numbers between the given two rational numbers, we will see one by one. So these are the topics from this chapter 1 from the ICSE syllabus we are going to discuss. First one, let us see what is the rational number, how to identify. So before that, when you come to this introduction, the number system. So when you come to the number system, the first one is natural numbers, right? So natural numbers will denote with capital N. So already we know that from previous class you learned natural numbers starting with 1, 2, 3, so on. We will call them as counting numbers also because if you want to count any group, we will start with 1, like 1, 2, 3. Number of students or number of children in the class, anything will count with 1, right? That's why you can call it as a counting numbers also, or natural numbers. And next system is whole numbers. Whole numbers will denote with W. Here starting with from 0. This is from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Extra additional 0 is there. So that means all the natural numbers are in whole numbers. And next system, as we learned from previous class, that is integers, right? You know already. So from this integers will denote with capital I or Z also in some books. So here is the negative as well as positive numbers. So all the negatives and all the positive numbers and so on till infinity. These are the integers. So here is the negative natural numbers plus whole numbers is nothing but till here is negative natural numbers plus whole numbers from this. This is combined is integers. And apart also all the natural numbers are in whole numbers and all the whole numbers are in integers. Similarly, all the integers are in rational numbers. And along with the integers, we have the numbers in the form of P by Q. So what is the rational number? How to exactly identify? So including the definition, we'll see now. First, let us find out exactly what is rational number and how to identify this. So let us see the definition. Already we learned natural numbers, whole numbers and integers, right? So here I can write the definition of this rational number like this. As we know, if P and Q, let's say some in numbers, P and Q both are integers. So these both are integers because already natural numbers are in whole numbers and all the whole numbers are integers. So if P and Q both are integers and here is a Q is not equal to 0. So Q should not be 0. Then we can say like this is which is the rational number. Then P divided by Q is called a rational number. So this is called rational number. Okay, so if you notice this, P and Q both are the integers, only the denominator, the Q is non-zero. Okay, say example minus 3 by 7. So this is a rational number because minus 3 is numerator. So that is the integer and Q 7 is an integer and 7 is not equal to 0. So minus 3 by 7 is a rational number. And similarly minus 5 by 6 or 3 by 2 Even you can write 6 is also a rational number, because 6 there is no denominator, we can assume 1, because 6 divided by 1 is 6. So all the natural numbers and all the whole numbers, all the integers are also rational numbers. Okay, that you remember. So on. So P and Q both are integers and Q is non-zero. That's important. And one more, just remember, for example, 0 by 7, 0 by 6, 0 by minus 3, 0 by 4. So these all are exactly equals to 0. So 0 can be written as 0 by any number, but denominator is not equal to 0. So the denominator should not be 0. So 0 by some x is equal to 0, but here x is equals to non-zero. Except denominator is non-zero, 0 by any other number is, we'll get the 0 it is. Okay, so 0 is also a rational number. Okay, so these are the concept you can apply for the rational numbers, P by Q form, and Q is the non-zero, right? This is the main thing. And when you come to the basic properties about this, if you multiply, all the rational numbers must be in standard form. Okay, for example, 13 by 26. This is the rational number because 13 is the integer, 26 is also an integer. But as per the standard form is, there should not be any common factor for 13 and 26. 13 ones are 13 twos are. So this is 1 by 2. So 13 is a common factor. Say for example 4 divided by 6. Okay, 4 by 6 is a rational number, but 4 by 6 is not in standard form of the rational number. So that means for 4 and 6 there should not be any common factor. So we can divide 4 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. For 2 and 3 there is no common factor except 1. Except number 1, there should not be any common factor, then that is the standard form of rational number. Okay, we can multiply or divide with any integer, value does not change, but the standard form should be there is no any common factor. So these are the basic thing. And one more rule I will show you. For example, minus 7 by 3, we know that this is the rational number. If you multiply same number with numerator for denominator, for numerator and denominator, I am multiplying with into 2 into 2. Minus 7 into 2 is minus 14, 3 into 2 is 6. That means the value of minus 14 by 6 exactly equals to minus 7 by 3. Value does not change while you are doing multiplication as well as in division also. Same, for example, if you were to go for division, now 16 divided by 4. If you do divide with 2 and divide by 2, 16 divided by 2 is 8, 4 divided by 2 is 2 it is. That means 8 by 2, the value of 8 divided by 2 is exactly equals to the value of 16 divided by 4. So while you have multiplication with the same number, numerator and denominator, dividing with the same numerator and denominator except 0. So don't take the 0. Apart from the 0, if any other integer apart from the 0. If you multiply and divide, value does not change. But the standard form of the rational number should be there is no common factor except 1. Okay, this example you see 8 divided by 2. So this is not a standard form of rational number because for 8 and 2 we have the common factor is 2. You can cancel 2 ones are 2 4s 8. So 4 divided by 1 is nothing but 4. So this is also a rational number, right? So we need to make into standard form means without any common factor we need to write, right? Now let us see the properties of addition of rational numbers, then we'll go for the multiplication divisions also. Properties of addition of rational numbers. So all the properties along with example problems I will explain now. The first one is in this properties closure property. So first one is a closure property. Let us see one by one. So when you come to this closure property, if two rational numbers are added together, the result is also always a rational number. If any two rational numbers are added together, so say for example a by b is a rational number and c divided by d, c by d is another rational number. So then if they are the two rational numbers or belongs to this a by b and c by d, or two rational numbers, in case if they are, because the properties of addition of rational numbers we are discussing. So this a by b and c by d are two rational numbers. Then by adding this both, that means a by b plus c by d, this result is also a rational. So this is also a rational number. Okay, this is the closure property. Let us say an example, 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. Yes, we know 3 by 4 is a rational number. So p by q form and q is not 0. So 3 by 4, 5 by 6. Two are the rational numbers. While doing adding this both, if I do addition, the result also must be a rational number. So 3 by 4 plus 5 divided by 6. So to do addition of any rational numbers like in fraction form, first you make the denominators are same. That means take the denominators and find out LCM first. 4 and 6 are the denominators, right? So take 4 comma 6, do find out LCM, least common multiple we should find out. So 2 table, this is 2 is a 3, already know this, 2 1 3, again 3 table 1 1. So 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12. So LCM is equals to 12. Now this LCM is 12. We should make the denominators must be 12 for this both fractions, 3 by 4 as well as 5 by 6. So here is the given. First one is 3 by 4 plus second is 5 by 6. Now check what number should multiply. Here denominator is 4, but I need denominator must be 12. So extra 3 by 3, because 4 3 is a 12. Same number you can multiply for the numerator. So value does not change. And 2 divided by 2, because 6 2 is a 12. Same 2 you should multiply for the numerator also, 5 by 6. So 3 by 4 into 3 by 3 plus 5 by 6 into 2 by 2. Now just you can adding this, multiplying this, 3 into 3 is 9 by 12 plus 5 2 is a 10 by 12. 9 by 12 plus 10 by 12 is 19 by 12. When denominators are same, then just you can add the numerators. 9 by 12 plus 10 by 12 is 10, 9 plus 10 by 12, 19 divided by 12. So if you observe, this 19 divided by 12 also is a rational number. So if by adding any two rational numbers, the result is also rational. So that is called closure property. Okay, see another example with negatives. Let's go on example. Say one more. Okay, minus 3 by 8 plus 5 divided by 12. Yes, here is our 8 and 12 are the denominators. So whenever the denominators are same, then only we can add or subtraction should be done for the numerators. So 8 comma 12, take 8 and 12, do LCM. 8 and 12 directly, okay, 2 table, 2 4s are 2 6, again 2 table, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. For 2 and 3 there is no any common factor, so directly can stop like this LCM. You can multiply these 3, 1 2 3 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, again 8 into 3, 24. So LCM is equals to 24. So we should make the denominators must be 24. So for that, minus 3 by 8 plus 5 by 12. So we need to get LCM as 24, means denominator must be 24. So already 8 is there here, extra 3, same 3 should keep out. Is already 12 into 2, because 12 into 2 is 24, same 2 you can keep for the numerator. Now this value will become like this, minus 3 into 3 is minus 9 by 24 plus 5 into 2 is 10 by same 24. So when the denominators are same, then minus 9 plus 10, minus 9 plus 10. So that is 1 by 24. So 1 by 24 you got, which is also a rational number. So this is also a rational number, right? So while if adding any two rational numbers, the result is also rational. That is the closure property. So as per the, so closure property exists in properties of addition of rational numbers. Next one, commutative property. So already you know how to adding of the rational numbers, right, from these examples. Let's only show the property now. Next is commutative. or commutativity. So this commutative property or commutativity, the addition of any two rational numbers is a commutative. Addition of any two rational numbers. So that means a by b plus c by d. The result should be exactly equals to c by d plus a by b. So according to the commutative property, in addition a by b and c by d, and c by d and a by b also can add, you get same. So addition of any two rational numbers is a commutative, right? Let us take one example and prove this. Similarly, for example, minus 7 by 12 plus 5 by 8. Take this one, and that should be exactly equals to 5 by 8 plus minus 7 by 12, right? So for 12 and 8 LCM, 12, 8, just now we did, right? Same it is, yeah, 8 and 12 LCM is 24. So LCM is 24. We can make it as denominator must be 24. So that I am showing here 2 by 2, and this is 3 divided by 3. Here also same 3 by 3 and is 2 by 2. So if you simplify this, you should get same answer both the sides. Minus 7 into 2, minus 14 by 24 plus 5 3s are 15 by 24. This 5 into 3, 15 by 24 plus and to minus. So minus plus this is, and minus 7 into 2 is minus 14 by 24. So minus denominator is same now. So same denominator. Minus 14 plus 15, 1 by 24. This is also same 1 by 24. 15 minus 14 or minus 14 plus 15 is same, it is 1. So commutative properties exist. So closure properties by adding any two numbers is a rational number. Commutative property also exists. Same, let us see the associative. Next, when you see the property associativity. So associative property also we studied in previous classes. When you come to this associativity, according to this property, let us say three numbers. So if a by b comma c by d comma e by f, if these three are any three rational numbers, a by b and c by d, e by f are any three rational numbers, then a divided by b plus sum of these both, like c by d plus e by f, should be equals to a by b plus c by d. Sum of the first two rational numbers exactly equals to adding this next to e by f. Okay, if a by b, c by d, e by f are rational numbers, if these three are any rational numbers, so then this property must be exist. Okay, let us take with one small example. Okay, in this case that I am writing here, let us take a by b is 2 by 3 plus another two numbers. One is minus 5 by 6 plus 7 by 12. That should be equals to 2 by 3 plus minus 5 by 6. Sum of this should plus 7 by 12. So LHS and RHS you should be supposed to get the same thing now. So just some like previous methods you can do inside. For 6 and 12, 12 is LCM, right? So 12 means 6 into 2. So same multiplied 2 for this also. Should not change. So this becomes minus 10 by 12 plus 7 by 12. Already denominator is 12 for this. Here is a 6 is there. So 2 need to multiply 2 by 2. Now 2 by 3 plus minus 10 plus 7 is minus 3 by 12. This side I am getting. And similarly, right side if you simplify, for 3 and 6 is LCM is 6. So extra 2 by 2 for this. So this is the 4 by 6 plus minus 5 by 6. In this bracket if you simplify, this is minus 1 by 6 plus 7 by 12 and plus 7 by 12 is as it is. Okay, for 3 and 12 next LCM is 12. Okay, already did. So extra 4 by 4 you multiply for this. So 2 4 is 8 minus 3, because 4 by 12 minus 3 by 12, 8 minus 3 by 12. For this you need to multiply 2 by 2, because for 6 and 12 is LCM is again 12. So minus 2 plus 7. and 8 minus 3 is 5 by 12, same. Here also we get same. Minus 2 plus 7 is 5 by 12. So that is the property we can conclude, associativity. If any three are rational numbers, same associative properties exist for this. So along with this closure property, commutative and associative, we'll see what is the additive identity and additive inverse in this case. So when you see this fourth and fifth, existence of additive identity of the rational numbers. So if you add any number, for example minus 3 by 2 is a rational number. So what number if you add for this, so we supposed to get. So when we are adding additive identity is adding to any rational number with any rational number is added to the additive identity. So for example, what number if you add for this, we'll get the same. That means minus 3 by 2. Once observe, if minus 3 by 2 is a rational number, and what number we need to addition, we'll get the same. So obviously that is the 0. So additive identity for rational number is 0 it is. Next to additive inverse, right? So this is the additive identity. So additive identity is 0. Next, additive inverse. So let us see what is additive inverse. Now same, say minus 3 by 2. By what number we are adding? We supposed to get 0. Minus 3 by 2 plus dash is 0. So obviously that is a plus 3 by 2. So same sign with opposite sign we need to do addition. So additive inverse of a by b, that is minus a by b. That's it. So by adding with the same. So 0 is the additive identity, and when you come to the additive inverse, the negative of the rational number is its additive inverse. Negative of the rational number. Minus 3 by 2 is a rational number. Negative of minus 3 by 2 is plus 3 by 2. Okay. And 2 by 3 is a rational number. Additive inverse is minus 2 by 3. Because by adding these both, we supposed to get additive identity. Right. Okay. So these are the properties. Same like integers, what properties we discussed in previous year classes. Same way, additive identity is 0 and additive inverse is the negative number. Negative of the rational number is its additive inverse, right? These are the properties we can see from this. Let us see the properties on subtractions also now. Subtraction of rational numbers. We can do how we did addition of the rational numbers, same concept will apply even for subtraction, right? For example, if you see the integers 8 and 5 are the two integers, you know, right? When you want to do subtraction 8 and 5, in between you will keep the negative sign. So that is 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So same way, even in the fractions like rational numbers, we can use the same concept. For example, 5 by 6 is one rational number and 3 by 4. So you want to subtract 5 by 6. So 3 by 4 from 5 by 6 we need to subtract. So is 5 by 6 minus 3 divided by 4. So if the question subtraction of 3 by 4 from 5 by 6. So from 5 by 6 only this 3 by 4 you are subtracting. Here also same. We subtracted 5 from 8. That's why 8 minus 5. So when you do the same process but the sign is negative sign in between. So 6 and 4 LCM is 12. So 5 by 6 same minus 3 by 4. So because of LCM is for denominator 6 and 4 LCM. For 6 comma 4 least common multiple find out. Because based on that we can find out what number should be multiply and divide. So 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. For 3 and 2 there is no common factor, directly can multiply these 3. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So 12 is LCM. So that's why you should multiply 2 by 2 because 6 into 2 is 12. Same number you should multiply for the numerator. Same how we did the concept in additions. Here is a 3 by 3 because 4 3s are 12. Right now 5 2s are 10 by 12 minus 3 3s are 9 by 12. When denominators are same, just directly you can subtract the numerators. 10 minus 9, that is 1 divided by 12. Okay, so this is the one way. Let us see few more problems on this subtraction of rational numbers using this word problems also. So the question is subtraction of or subtract minus 5 by 8 from minus 7 by 12. Okay, so this is the problem. Subtraction of minus 5 by 8 from minus 7 by 12. So they said from this, from minus 7 by 12. So from minus 7 by 12, what we have to subtract? We need to subtract minus 5 by 8. Minus 5 by 8 we have to subtract. So because of subtraction, we need to keep the negative sign in between. That's why whenever the both are negative, you should be careful and maintain the bracket for the first step. Okay, subtraction of minus 5 by 8 from minus 7 by 12. So minus 7 by 12 is as it is. Minus of this we have to subtract. This is already negative number. So minus 5 by 8. Now we can directly use the formula minus 7 by 12. So minus into minus is plus 5 by 8. Okay, minus into minus is plus, formulas you know. And for 12 and 8 LCM we calculate. LCM of 12 comma 8. So that is 24 will get, right? Already we did previous. 12 comma 8. 2 table. 6 4. Again 2. 3 2. 2 is a 4. 4 3 is a 12. 12 2 is a 24. So to make this as 24 minus 7 by 12 plus 5 by 8. So to make this as 24 as LCM, 2 by 2, this is a 3 by 3. That we should know clearly to do the subtraction. And minus 7 into 2, minus 14 by 24 plus 5 3 is a 15 by 24. So 24 is a LCM now. Same denominator, minus 14 plus 15, that is 1 by 24. Right, 1 by 24 is the answer for subtraction of just minus 5 by 8 from minus 7 by 12 is this. So this is the way we can do. And let us see one more question on this word problems only. For example, what should be added? Okay, the question is what should be added to minus 3 by 8 to get 5 by 6. Okay, what is supposed to add to minus 3 by 8 to get 5 by 6? So this we can let it be in the system in word format to the sentence. Let x be added. Okay, what should be added means, let I am taking some, there is a number, there is a rational number is x. X should be added to get 5 by 6. Then we can write like this. Minus 3 by 8. What should be added to minus 3 by 8, right? So minus 3 by 8 plus what we should add? I should add, supposed to add x to get. So what we should get by adding this is supposed to get 5 by 6. Now this is the method to directly exactly either subtraction of these both or 5 by 6 or minus 3 by 8. What you have to subtract to understand clearly? You assume some letter a or x should be added or should be subtracted. Those type of questions. So plus x I took. Now using this, x is equals to minus 3 by 8. Take right side, that becomes plus 3 by 8. Okay, transposing. That means the answer is 5 by 6 plus 3 by 8. Okay, for again same method. Just for 5 by 6 plus 3 by 8. So we should go for LCM. 6 and 8 is LCM is same, 24. So 4 by 4 and this is 3 by 3. Method is same, right? 5 into 4, 20 by 24 plus 9 by 24. You already know this, 29 by 24. And if you convert into this mixed fraction, 1 5 by 24 is answer. So what should be added? Similarly, what should be subtracted to from this to get same? Let be x should be subtracted. Then minus x you keep. Based on that, you can convert the question in order, then find out that particular x value. That only is the final answer for us. Okay, these are the type of questions they'll ask based on this rational numbers about subtractions. Let us see what properties will exist in this subtraction of rational numbers now. Properties of subtraction of rational numbers. So when you see the properties of addition of rational numbers, previously checked, right? Same way, let us go for the properties of subtraction. So here is some are not exist. Let us see what they will not exist and how. So first one is a closure property. So when you see this closure property, so as we know, the subtraction of any two rational numbers must be a rational number. If exists, there is a closure property, right? So for example, 3 by 5 is a rational number and 5 by 10 is a rational number. These two are the rational numbers. By subtracting this both, 3 by 5 minus 5 by 10, this must be also a rational number. Let us check this. For 5 and 10, LCM is 10. So just to 2 by 2 multiply and divide first one. 3 2s 6 by 10 minus 5 by 10. So 6 minus 5 divided by 10, that is 1 divided by 10. So which is the rational number. Not only in this way, even 5 by 10 minus 3 by 5 also will get rational number. So closure property is the subtraction of any two rational numbers is also a rational number. But when you come to this commutative property and associative property, that does not exist here. See the reason. Commutativity or commutative property. So when you see this commutative property, so as like integers, same concept will apply here. For example, integers 2 by 3 and 2 minus 3 and 3 minus 2, they are not equal, right? Because 2 minus 3 is minus 1, 3 minus 2 is the plus 1, so they are not equal. Same way, even in integers also, the difference of any two rational numbers in the both ways, they are not equal. So if you observe, because there does not exist in commutative property. Let us see with example. Minus 7 by 12 and 5 by 8. Okay. Here subtract this both and 5 by 8 and minus 7 by 12. These also you can subtract. So they both are does not equal. They are not equal. Minus 7 by 12 minus 5 by 8 is not equals to 5 by 8 minus of minus 7 by 12. So because we'll get both are different. Minus 7 by 12 minus 5 by 8. That will get minus 29 by 24. So if you do LCM and all, you'll get this one. But 5 by 8 minus of minus is plus. So 5 by 8 plus 7 by 12. If you do, you'll get some positive 24 by 29 by 24. So they're not equal. One side will get negative, one side will get positive. Same like integers. So commutative property does not exist in this subtraction of rational numbers. So not equal. Similarly, even associative property also. So when you come to this associative property with three numbers, right? Just to take example, 2 by 3 minus of subtraction, minus 5 by 6 minus 7 by 12. This value again first two, like a by b, c by d, e by f, we discussed no same concept. So 2 by 3 minus of minus 5 by 6. Similarly again next to 2. Same 2 by 3 minus of minus and minus 7 by 12. This both cases if you observe by subtracting these both. Just if you calculation this 2 by 3, I have taken total 3 now. One is 2 by 3 minus 5 by 6 and 7 by 12. 2 by 3 minus 5 by 6, 7 by 12. Within this bracket by subtracting this 2 by 3 minus, for 6 and 12 LCM is 12, right? So you'll get directly 2 minus 10 minus 7 minus 17 by 12, that I am writing here, and 2 by 3 minus of minus is a plus. So 2 by 3 plus 5 by 6 is 9 by 6 minus 7 by 12 as it is. This minus into minus plus. 2 by 3 plus 17 by 12 is this side, because this is in one bracket. Same 9 by 6 minus 7 by 12. So when you come to these two values, so you will get for 3 and 12 LCM is 12. So into 4 by 4. So finally you will get 25 by 12 is this side. 9 by 6 minus 7 by 12. Same into 2 by 2. Into say 18 minus 7. This side you get 11 by 12. So they both are not equal, right? That's why associative properties also does not exist. So they're not equal. Then finally you get same. So commutative property not exist. Associative property also does not exist in subtraction of rational numbers. And when you come to this existence of identity is, that means a by b is a fraction. If you subtract with 0, we'll get a by b. But 0 minus a by b is, again, this not equals to a by b. So identity subtraction. So we can say that subtraction has no identity. Subtraction has no identity. It's not same. Additive identities we can get, because 2 by 3 plus 0 is equals to 2 divided by 3. 0 plus 2 divided by 3 also same, 2 divided by 3. So when you come to this, addition is existing, but in subtraction no identity, right? Because a by b minus 0 is a by b, but 0 minus a by b is actually you'll get a by b minus a by b, so not same. So similarly, an example like 2 by 3 minus 0 is not equals to 0 minus 2 by 3, so not equal. If identity does not exist, then existence of inverse. If identity will not exist, the inverse of subtraction does not exist. So inverse also not exist in this, right? So these are the 4 cases will not work out in this subtraction. Means a closure property, associative property, and existence of identity, existence of inverse. Only closure property will be exist in this subtraction of rational numbers. Okay? This is a concept about subtraction. Let us see now multiplication and its properties also. Multiplication of rational numbers. So when you come to this multiplication, it's very simple. Instead of taking LCM like addition and subtractions, directly we can do multiply numerators and denominators separately. So when you come to this multiplication or product, multiplication, or we can say it's a product. Okay, so these are the two words. Product also is a multiplication of two rational numbers. If you want to multiply any two rational numbers, so the simple technique is just we can take that product of the numerators, multiplication or product, right? So product of their numerators. So numerators you need to multiply and divide by same product of their denominators. So this rule we can apply to the multiply any two rational numbers. Simple. So if a by b and c by d are the two rational numbers. So if you want to multiply this, then the product is, or multiplicand, directly we can write a into c by b into d. Okay, if these two are the rational numbers, then product is a into c by b into d. Let us have some example questions they can understand clearly. For example, 2 by 5 is a number multiplied with 3 by 4. So if you want to multiply this directly, the product of their numerators, right? So 2 into 3 divided by 5 into 4. Both the numerators are 2 and 3 is numerator place. Now 2 into 3 is 6, 5 into 4 is 20. So 2 by 5 into 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 20. To write in standard form, we can simplify this. 6 by 20 is a rational number. But to make this in standard form, you simplify. Okay, same table you can cancel with numerator and denominator. 2 table, right? 2 3s are 6, 2 10s are, because both are even numbers. 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 is the rational number and there is no any common factor for numerator and denominator. So this is the standard form of rational number. So 2 by 5 into 3 by 4 is equal to 3 by 10. And whenever the negatives and positive numbers, we should be careful while doing. For example, minus 3 by 5 into 4 by 7. So you need to multiply this with the simple formula is any negative number minus into plus. It's a minus. Plus into minus also is minus. Only both are positive will get positive, or both are negative will also get positive. Okay, here is one is negative, one is positive, will get again the negative only. Both are plus or both are minus, will get again positive. So here is a 3 by 5 is the negative integer, 4 by 7 is the positive. So result is minus into plus is overall minus it is. Now the numerators 3 into 4 by 5 into 7. So already is negative number. Now 3 into 4 is 12 by 5 into 7 is 35. So minus 12 by 35 is the answer. And similarly, when both are negative, like minus 15 by 8 is one rational number, and minus 4 by 5 another rational number. So we need to multiply this. First you need to multiply the sign. Sign means you can use this rule. So when both are plus or both are negative, or one is positive or negative, you can check. 15 by 8 is the negative, 4 by 5 is also negative. Minus into minus is plus. So in general, plus sign need not to keep. Just you can understanding I am keeping. And numerators is 15 and 4. Don't take again minus 15 and minus 4 because already I multiplied this sign. Okay, minus into minus is plus. Now 15 into 4 numerators, 8 into 5 denominator. 15 into 4 60, 8 into 5 is 40. So both we can cancel with the 10 table directly. 10 6 is 60, 10 4 is 40. 6 divided by 4 again with the 2 table, right? 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4. So 3 by 2 is the standard form. 3 by 2 is the answer of minus 15 by 8 into minus 4 by 5. This is the simple method you can apply. Sign negatives, sign you can multiply first, or else even if you write minus 15 into minus 4 also, next step will become plus 60 only. Okay, in case if you want to write like minus 15 into minus 4, obviously next step it becomes minus to minus plus. Directly also you can do, or else by substituting also you can make it. Okay, so this is the multiplication of rational numbers. So direct simple formula. To multiply two rational numbers or more than two also same. Just product of their numerators divided by product of their denominators. Let us see some properties on this multiplication of rational numbers. Properties of multiplication of rational numbers. So as we discussed in addition and subtraction, same way let us see the properties in multiplication of rational numbers. So the first one, if you observe the closure property. Okay, when you come to this closure property, as the property says, if any two rational numbers, okay, if any two rational numbers are multiplied together, then the result is also always a rational number, right? There is a rule. So let us take 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. These are the two rational numbers. If you multiply these both, the result also must be a rational number. 3 by 4 into 5 by 6. So multiplication of numerators, 3 into 5 by 4 into 6. So this is a 15 by 24. 15 by 24 you can cancel with table 3. Okay, 3 5 0 and 3 8. So 5 by 8, because make into standard form of rational number. 5 by 8 is the product of 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. So 5 by 8 is the rational number. So the closure property says if any two rational numbers are multiplied together, the result is also a rational number, right? And this commutative and associative exist in this commutative property or commutativity, I can say this. And as per the commutativity, the rule is if a by b a rational number and c by d is another rational number, so a by b into c by d is exactly equals to c by d into a by b. So this is the commutative property which exists. Okay, let us check one example. 2 minus 2 by 3 into 4 by 4 or 4 by 6. Let's take an example. And similarly this 4 by 6 into minus 2 by 3. If you multiply this, you'll get same, right? Minus 2 into 4, minus 8 by 3, 6, 18. Same 4 into minus 2 also. Minus 8 by 6 is 18. If you simplify also, you get same. So commutative properties exist. Similarly, the associativity. When you come to this associativity, okay, let us see the property first. Commutative is a by b into c by d is equal to c by d into a by b, right? And associative, if a by b, c by d, e by f, okay, are the three rational numbers, then a by b into product of the next two rational numbers, like c by d into e by f, that should be equals to a by b into first two rational numbers is multiplied, the answer is multiplied with e by f. If it is equal, that is the associativity. This exists because anyway it's multiplication, you get the same. You can check this. And fourth and fifth I'll show. One is the identity and inverse. Multiplicative identity and multiplicative inverse. Associativities exist. You can take any three rational numbers and check. Again, this existence of multiplicative identity. So when you come to this multiplicative identity in rational numbers, in this multiplication, let's take with 1. So that means a by b into 1 is exactly equals to a divided by b, or 1 into a by b also same, a divided by b. So if any rational number is multiplied with 1, we'll get the same. Okay, 2 by 3 is multiplied with 1, we'll get 2 divided by 3, because 1 we can write 1 by 1, we'll get same. Or even 1 into 2 divided by 3 also is 2 by 3. So here this 1 is the multiplicative identity in rational numbers. And similarly the multiplicative inverse. When you come to this multiplicative inverse, so the number should get same 1, right? So a by b into dash is equals to 1. What will get again? That must be b by a. So reciprocal. So reciprocal of rational numbers is multiplicative inverse. Same thing. Example, you check this. Minus 2 by 3 is a rational number. Is multiplied with minus 2 by 3 reciprocal is minus 3 by 2. So minus 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. Okay, reciprocal of this. Minus into minus is plus, right? And 3 into 2 is 6. So 1 it is. So that means we can conclude that the reciprocal. So multiplicative inverse means the reciprocal of a rational number is called its multiplicative inverse. Reciprocal. A by b reciprocal is b by a. So multiplicative inverse is reciprocal of a rational number is called its multiplicative inverse. And main thing in this one more, the distributivity over addition. Distributive of multiplication over addition. That means a by b is multiplied with c by d plus e by f. Okay, the heading let me write. The property is distributivity of multiplication over addition. So when you come to this property in this multiplication of rational numbers, c by d plus e by f. So this a by b, we are distributing of multiplication over addition. This into this ones and these two separately we can distribute. So we can call it as a distributive property over addition. So a by b into c by d is multiplied again plus same with a by b plus e by f is exactly equal. Not only addition, even subtraction between, over subtraction also you can take. Just like a by b is multiplied with c by d minus e by f. So minus e by f you can write plus of minus c by f also. Same, that is exactly equals to a by b into c by d, and minus, because plus into minus minus, again a by b into e by f. So you'll get the same result over here. So you can take any example for a by b, c by d, e by f, and you'll get the same. So just you can do normal addition, multiplication already learned, right? So take any three rational numbers and this rule will be exist. Okay, this is the distributivity of multiplication over addition. So these are the basic properties we can exist. And next we'll see the divisions also in rational numbers. Division of rational numbers and its properties. Let us see now. Division of rational numbers. So let us see this topic now. So actually the multiplication of rational numbers we checked, right? Now division is nothing but this is the inverse of multiplication. So let us see what is this division and how to do, and we'll continue the properties also in this. So this is the inverse of multiplication. So for example, if a by b is a one rational number and c by d are two rational numbers, these two are the two rational numbers, then so how to divide this? And here is the c by d, the second rational number is not equal to 0. That is the rule. A by b and c by d are two rational numbers, and the second one c by d is non-zero. Then if you want to divide this, a by b divided by c by d, okay, there is one rational number divided by another rational number, that we can write a by b is as it is divided by c by d, right? So if we keep multiplication symbol, now that is nothing but a reciprocal of c by d. So we can take this reciprocal of c by d. So that is equals to a by b into c by d, reciprocal is d by c. Whenever instead of divide by symbol if we keep into symbol, then next fraction should be reciprocal, that is a d by c. So this is nothing but ad by bc, right? So here is the c by d, if it is 0, what will happen? Then a by b divided by 0, so it's undefined, right? Division by 0 is not defined, there's a rule. And anything we want to divide the same, let us see with examples. Just only the inverse of multiplication, remember that. So 3 by 4 is one number, divided by 5 by 12. Okay, so 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 12. 3 by 4 is a fraction, so we can write now 3 by 4 as it is. The division symbol you must keep it as into, then 5 by 12 reciprocal, that is 12 by 5. Then normal, now we can continue the multiplication process. So 3 into 12, we did in the multiplication of rational numbers, right? So okay, the product of their numerators by product of their denominators, same will apply here. 3 12 36, 4 into 5 20. You can write in standard form, make into simplest form. This is the 10 18, 2 table, again 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are, so 9 divided by 5 is the answer of 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 12. Let us see why we need to do like this. Now just for if we check this, actually this is a by b divided by c by d, right? A by b divided by c by d we can write. Now any denominator is a fraction, if we take to numerator place, that will be reciprocal. That means a by b into this c by d is denominator, if we take up it will become d by c. Okay, same logic, same concept we applied in this. Instead of writing like divided by c by d and all, just we can write into symbol, and second fraction, the second rational number should be a reciprocal. Just there's a small change in this. So any examples also be same, right? And for example, minus 6 by 7 divided by 4 by 21. Okay, so what we should write here? Minus 6 by 7 divided by symbol 4 by 7, 4 by 21. Now after writing this, next first fraction or first rational number as it is, should not change this. Whenever you keep the into symbol, then reverse means division is the reverse of multiplication. So division symbol if you keep into, next immediately this 4 by 21 you can write 21 by 4, reciprocal of that. And now you can directly normal multiplication process we can apply. Minus 6 into 21 by 7 into 4. Yes, just you can simplify. If you instead of multiplication you can simplify like this also. 6 and 4. 2 2s are 2 3s are. And 7 1s are 7 3s are. Directly also you can multiply. Minus is there. 9 3 into 3 is 9. Divide by 2. Minus 9 by 2 is answer. Right. Let us have one more example with negative sign. Same thing we need to apply. This is the division of two rational numbers we are doing. For example, minus 16 by 17. Or else take 27. Minus 16 by 27 divided by minus 8 by 9. So here is same minus 16 by 27 into this minus 8 by 9, 9 by minus 8. We can write. And 16 by 27 is a negative rational number, 9 by 8 also negative rational number. There is no difference between minus 8 by 9 or 8 by minus 9, just whatever it is, previous topics we discussed. Negative sign A for B numerator or denominator or in between also there is the same negative only. Now minus into minus is plus. We can cancel here 9 ones are 9 threes are and 8 ones are 8 twos are. So finally 2 by 3 and minus into minus is plus, already we know. Same when the both are negative numbers, if you multiply you get the positive. Both are positive also positive, only when the one is negative and one is the positive, then you will get the negative number. Right? This is the simple concept of the division of rational numbers. Now we'll see some properties. What are the properties are execute in this division of rational numbers. Properties of division of rational numbers. So let us see what are the properties are execute or exist in this division of rational numbers. First one, we know that closure property, right? So this closure property is if a rational number is divided by any another rational number, non-zero rational number. If any rational number is divided by some non-zero rational number, then the result is also always a rational number. So for example, a by b, okay, is a rational number and divided by c by d. Then this result is also a rational number. Only the case is c by d is non-zero. So same, you can take one example. Just 2 by 3 is a rational number. 2 by 3 is a rational number is divided by any non-zero rational number, means except to 0. Number divided by 0 you should not take. 2 by 3 is the rational number is divided by non-zero, like minus 3 by 4. Then this answer, so this result also should be a rational number. There's a closure property. Let us check now. 2 by 3 is, if you keep multiplication symbol, minus 3 by 4 is 4 by minus 3, right? Then you can multiply 2 into 4 is 8 numerators. Denominators is 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. There is obviously minus 8 by 9. 8 by minus 9 or minus 8 by 9, both are same, but negative sign you can maintain for the numerator. So there is no difference, both are equal. So negative 8 by 9 is also a rational number. So division of any two rational numbers except the second one is non-zero, the result is always a rational number. If it is 0, what will happen? Okay, same 2 by 3 divided by 0. So this is a undefined. If any number is divided by 0, any rational number is divided by 0 is undefined. And if the 0 is also rational number, right? 0 divided by a by b. 0 divided by any rational number. Now that is 0 into a by b is b by a. So 0 into b by a is 0 it is. That means is a defined. So 0 by any rational number. This also except to non-zero. Then that is also is a 0. Right? These are the properties you'll apply for the closure property. So as per the closure property, if a rational number is divided by some non-zero rational number, the result is always a rational number. And when you come to this closure, commutative property, associative property, and identity and inverse, they do not exist. Okay, this commutative is same like integers. So 2 by 3 is not equals to 3 by 2, right? Similarly, in integers also is not equal. And associative, this associative property also does not exist in divisions. Associative property not exist, and there is not exist of what can I say, division of this rational number means identity and inverse. So identity and inverse, these four or does not exist in division of rational numbers. You remember, commutative property, associative property, and identity for division of rational numbers does not exist, and inverse for division of rational numbers also does not exist. Right? Let us see few examples based on this. For example, the product of how to problems will come from these divisions. Anyway, properties, only closure properties exist. Other properties are does not exist in division of rational numbers. One or two example questions will see how the problems will from these divisions. The product of two rational numbers. The product of two rational numbers. Product is given. The product of two rational numbers is 8 by 9, and if one of them, right, if one of them is minus 5 by 6, so then find the other. We need to find out the other number. So we can write product means already we know that it's a multiplication. Product of two rational numbers. So which you doesn't know, let it be x. So product of two rational numbers. X is one number. Product is 8 by 9. One of the number is minus 5 by 6. Okay, x is one of the number, minus 5 by 6 1, because another number we need to find out. That other number I am taking as x. One of them is minus 5 by 6 and product is 8 by 9. So x is equals to, this is a multiplication of minus 5 by 6. Take right side, it will be division of say minus 5 by 6. Okay, remember this is the multiplication becomes the division, take RHS. Now same 8 by 9, whenever in the place of division if you keep into, next to fraction or next rational number is reciprocal, that is minus 6 by 5. Minus 5 by 6 becomes minus 6 by 5. Now 8 into minus 6 by 9 into 5. We can calculate or simplify this. We can cancel this 9 and 6 in 3 table. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. So 8 into minus 2 is minus 16. 3 into 5 is 15. So minus 16 by 15 is another number. Right? So minus 16 by 15 is another number. We can make like this. Same, the one more example. The question is by what number must minus 5 by 8 is to be multiplied so that product is 3 by 4. So what number, if you multiply this, let the number be x. Okay, what number should be multiplied minus 5 by 8, that result is 3 by 4, the product is 3 by 4. Say minus 5 by 8, so is that number is, let be x, is equal to 3 by 4 and divided by say minus 5 by 8 divided by symbol. This is a multiplication. If you take to right side, then multiplication is division. Same 3 by 4, the multiplication if you division if you write into symbol, minus 5 by 8 is minus 8 by 5. So cancel this 4 ones are 4 twos are. So minus 6 by 5, because 3 into minus 2 and 1 into 5 is 5, minus 6 by 5. Okay, this is the way we can do this division problems. So mostly when you're transposing other side, multiplication is division, divide becomes multiplication. Then based on that we can apply. So properties, only closure properties exist and other properties does not exist in divisions, right? Now let us see how to represent the rational numbers on the number line. So with the diagrammatic we'll see now. Representation of rational numbers on the number line. So we have 2-3 methods. So one simple technique we'll see how to represent any rational number on the number line. Okay, for example, let us take one question. Represent 1 by 2, or let us take for example 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 and minus 5 by 3, 4 divided by 3 on a number line. So if you get the questions like this to represent on the number line, so first we know how to represent the integers on the number line, right? Already if you draw the line, first of all we need to mark the 0 at the center, and from this, so right side is positive values 1, 2, 3 so on, and left side is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 so on. So till infinity this side, and LHS and right side and left side. Now in this we to represent this particular number, for example 1 by 2 or minus 3 by 2. So based on the denominator we can take the step. For example, first question is 1 by 2. So it is the denominator is 2. Because of denominator is 2, in 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, this is the 1, 1 unit. Okay, let it be, this is the O, and is A, B, C, so on. This is the A dash, B dash, C dash, so on. That means C dash to B dash exactly equals to B dash, A dash equals to A dash to O, that is equals to OA, and AB is equals to BC, so on. That means distance between every point to point, integer points are equal. Now to represent fractions or rational numbers, to represent on the number line, according to denominator we have to take the step. First problem, denominator is 2, right? So between 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, we should make into 2 parts. Okay, let us see here. Let me take one more. Now this is the number line. Center is 0 and it says 1, 2, 3. Maintain the same distance by using the scale. So to represent 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, first one 1 by 2. Denominator is 2, right? So because of the denominator is 2, between 0 to 1 we have to make into 2 parts. 1. So this is a 2 parts. Again here. So between every number make into 2 equal parts. To represent is 1 by 2 now from the 0 right side because of the positive value it is. From the 0, then numerator is 1. 1 means the first point. So the first point is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 now. Okay, exactly. You can write the top. This is exactly equals to 1 by 2. This number. And see the next one, minus 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 is the negative one. This also denominator is 2, right? So between every point 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, according to the denominator, that many parts you do it first. So already 2 parts are done. Now numerator is minus 3. Minus 3 means from the 0 left side 3 points. So till here is 1, 2, 3. Now this is minus 3 by 2, right? This point is minus 3 by 2. And third, fourth questions you observe once. Minus 5 by 3 and 4 by 3. Denominator is 3 now. Okay, this right side I am doing. So what we should do, first of all, we should take the number line. In this number line represent 0. And here we can take this. So 1, 2, and this left side minus 1, minus 2, so on, right? So because of denominator is 3, we need to make 3 equal parts between every point to point. Between 0 and 1, 3 equal parts. So right? So 1 2 3, 3 gaps exactly. 2 lines if we can make, 3 parts will come. Same here also 1 2. Just you can 3 equal parts you can make between 0 1 1 2 or minus 1 minus 2 0 to minus 1. Now based on the according to the denominator we should make the parts. Now according to the numerator we should find out the point position because of minus 5 it is, right? So from the 0 we should go for the left side. So 1 2 3 4 5, fifth place. So this is the position. This is minus 5 by 3. Next one is the last one is 4 by 3. Same, because of denominator is 3 equal parts are done and numerator is 4. Okay, numerator is 4. From the 0 right side 4 parts, fourth line. Don't say this 1 2 3 now. So this is the first line, second, third, 4. This is right. This is the 4 by 3. Okay, this is the way. This is one of the simple way. Whenever based on the denominator you can make into parts. According to the numerator find the position of that number. Okay, so this is the way we can represent any number, any fraction or rational number on the number line. So this is one of the easy way we can do in this, right? Next we'll see how to represent, so how to insert the numbers between two rational numbers. How to find out another numbers we'll find out now. Inserting rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So if any two rational numbers are given, how to insert either 2, 3 or any number of rational numbers, how to insert in between them. So we have the two methods. So the two methods are explained. First method is according to the given numbers, either is in the form of a fraction or integer type. Okay, the first method is, let me write the formula here. If a comma b, right? If a comma b are two rational numbers, if a comma b are two rational numbers, that means like 2 comma 3, 5 comma 7, 3 comma 4, like this. If a b are two rational numbers, then a plus b by 2, so is also a rational number that's exactly between a and b. Then this is in between a and b. So a plus b divided by 2. So half of the sum of this. Okay, that is in between a by b, a and b. Let us see one example. So insert one rational number between 2 and 3. So between 2 and 3, if you want one rational number exactly in between, what we should do? 2 plus 3 divided by 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, divided by 2 is 2.5. 2.5. So 2.5 is exactly between 2 and 3, or 5 by 2 in the form of fractional or decimal form. The 2.5 is in decimal form, 5 by 2 is in fractional form. So this number is in between 2 and 3. Okay. And if they asked more than 1, okay, this is all the first method. And the question is asked, insert two rational numbers, or let us say three rational numbers. Insert three rational numbers between, okay, so between 4 and 5. Between 4 and 5 or 3 and 4. Just an example. Between 3 and 4, let us say. Between 3 and 4, I need to insert three rational numbers. So according to the method, so given numbers is 3 and 4, right? 3 comma 4. If you want to insert one number, first let us find out one number in between. So already 3 comma 4. In between, if you want, that is 3 plus 4 divided by 2. The given numbers is 3 and 4. The given value is 3 and 4. So in between, first 3 comma 3 by 4 by 2 comma 4. So 3 comma 3 plus 4 is 7 by 2 comma 4. So 7 by 2, one number we got till now. So 3 comma 7 by 2 is 3.5 in decimal form, 4. Now we need to insert total 3 rational numbers. So as of now we got only one, 3.5. Now again first one and last one is as it is, 3 comma and last one is 4. Now in between 3 comma 3.5 we'll find out one more. That what we should do, 3 plus 3.5 by 2, and already 3.5 is there, and between these two, okay, this 3.5 as it is, this 3 as it is, and 4 is also as it is, there is no change. Now only here between 3.5 one more number, between 3.5 and 4 another number. So that is 3.5 plus 4 divided by 2. Between which two numbers if you want, just add those both and divide by 2. Now you can simplify 3 comma 3 plus 3.5, that is 6.5 by 2, comma again this 3.5 plus 4, okay, 7.5 by 2 comma 4. If we simplify we'll get in decimal form everything. So 3 and 4 as it is. So between them 6.5 by 2, that is 3.25. This is 3.5. 7.5 is 3.75. Do division. Okay, so here is these three numbers are in between. These three rational numbers between 3 and 4. Just only a plus b by 2, which in between which two numbers we require, add those two and divide by 2. Right, this is one of the method. And second method is if they'll give the rational numbers, right? Second method. So for any two rational numbers like a by b and c by d, in fraction form, if a by b and c by d, if any two rational numbers, then we can take a plus c by b plus d. Numerators and denominators added. A plus c by b plus d is also a rational number. It's exactly between these two. Which two? Between a by b and c by d. It is a fraction, right? Let us check with an example question. Okay, find three rational numbers. Find out three rational numbers between say 3 by 5 and one more rational number is 4 by 7. Between 3 by 5 and 4 by 7 I need to find out three rational numbers. Okay. So here is the given numbers are 3 by 5 and 4 by 7. Right? Now let us start this. According to method a plus c, so numerators divide by sum of the denominators, a plus c by b plus d. That's exactly between them. Now between 3 by 5 and 4 by 7. Okay. 3 by 5 is the first one, comma, and third one is 4 by 7. Exactly middle one is 3 plus 4 by 5 plus 7. Okay, this is the method. Now if you simplify 3 by 5, comma, this is the 7 by 12, comma, 4 by 7. Obviously 7 by 12 is in between 3 by 5 and 4 by 7. So one we got, and more two we required. So what we should do? The 3 by 5 is as it is. Last one is 4 by 7 is as it is. In between we need to find out. Already in between it is 7 by 12. Now between these both, that is sum of this. Between these two both is 3 by 5, 7 by 12. So 3 plus 7 by 5 plus 12, and between these two is this, and between these two is here. So I am changing the color to get a clear idea. Between 7 by 12 and 4 by 7, 7 plus 4 by 12 plus 7. So middle one, first and last one are same, no change. Only the first and second between and second and third between numbers only I got. If we simplify, we'll get the final result. So therefore 3 by 5 and last is 4 by 7. So between other three are 3 plus 7 by 5 plus 12. So 10 by 17, 7 by 12, 7 plus 4, 11 by 19. right? So this is these three are the numbers, these three rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 7. Yes, this is the method we can apply. If it is the rational numbers, we'll apply the formula. If a by b and c by d are two numbers, two rational numbers, a plus c by b plus d is one of middle between them. The rational number and only a comma b means a plus b by 2. Okay, this is the way we can insert the rational numbers between any two given rational numbers in simple. Then we'll see how to find out the large number of rational numbers, not only 2 or 3. If you more than like 10, 15, the asking, this the method is very lengthy process. Let us do the shortcut trick for that also. Finding the large number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So previous method we checked just only finding a one rational number or 2 or 3 between. So there is also one of the lengthy process, and they're asking like 5, 7, any big number like large number of rational numbers. One of the simple and easy method I'll show you now. If you want to insert exactly 5 rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 7 by 8, the first step we should take the denominators and find out LCM. Okay, LCM of 4 comma 8. So take the denominators and find out the LCM. And 4 comma 8 LCM is 4 comma 8. LCM find out. 2 table, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Again 2 1 2. So 2 1 1. LCM is this. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So LCM is equals to 8 now, right? So we should make the denominators must be 8. So 3 by 4 and 7 by 8. Already 7 by 8, 8 is the LCM. There is the denominator. And similarly we need to this also 3 by 4 multiply with 2 by 2 because 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. So 6 by 8 and 7 by 8. This is exactly equal to 3 by 4 and 7 by 8. Okay, this is step 1. First step is take the denominators and find out the LCM, and denominators must be the equal to the LCM. So same denominators it must be. Now to insert 5 rational numbers between them. So the question is 6 divided by 8 and 7 divided by 8. If you want insert 5 rational numbers exactly, so 5 plus 1, because we need to insert 5 rational numbers, right? So 5 plus 1 we need to add. So you should multiply and divide with 6 for the both numerators and denominators. Now multiply with 5 plus 1, that means with the 6, both numerators and denominators. You can need to increase the denominator. Between 6 by 8, 7 by 8, you can't say directly. So with the 6 you multiply and divide. With 6 by 6, changing the color for you. 6 by 6 and same 6 divided by 6. Why only 6 means we need to insert 5 rational numbers, right? So extra 1 you take. So I'll show this why. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Now multiply with 6 by 6. Now it becomes, you can observe, 6 into 6 is 36 and 8 into 6. Okay, it's 48, right? And 7 into 6, just only normal multiplication. So 42. 8 into 6 is 48. Now between 36 by 48 and 42 by 48, we can write the numbers. So required numbers between them. So required rational numbers between. So required rational numbers are 37 by 48, 38 by 48 till 41 by 48 we can write. 39 by 48, 40 by 48, 41 by 48. Yes, so 1 2 3 4, that's it. So accurately we are getting, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Between 36 by 48 and 42 by 48 directly we can take. No need of doing adding and divide by 2 or a plus c by b plus d formula. Instead of that, directly these are the required numbers, between them 5. Right, let us see one more example, get more clear idea. Here is the question. Insert 7 rational numbers between 5 by 6 and 7 by 9. So the first step is LCM of denominators 6 comma 9. So take 6 9 and find out LCM. 3 table, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So 2, 3, no common factors. So directly LCM is equals to 3 into 2. 3 to the 6 and 6 into 3 is 18. 18 is LCM, right? So we can make the denominators as 18 now. Question is 5 by 6 and 7 by 9. To make it as denominator 18, we should multiply 3 by 3 this, should multiply 2 by 2 this. Same, whatever number you multiplied, same number should divide. Value does not change. So this becomes 5 into 3. 15 by 18, 7 into 2. So 14 by 18. So given numbers we converted in this order. So these two, 15 by 18 and 14 by 18. Now we need to insert 7 rational numbers. So because of 7 rational number, what we should do? Multiply just both 7 plus 1, 8. So just only multiply with 8 by 8. So if you can do with 8 by 8, these two numbers, you can find out the 7 rational numbers between them. Extra 1 you should take always to get accurately. Right? Let us take and check it out. Into 8 by 8. 15 by 18. 14 by 18. Next, what we should do? Multiply with 8 by 8, comma, same 8 divided by 8. Let's simplify this. 15 into 8. That is 120, right? Yeah, 120 divided by 18, 8, 64, 4, 144. Comma, and 14 into 8, 112. 112 by 144. So between 112, 120, 120 to 112. Okay, less also we can take. So therefore required numbers. So we need to find out 7 rational numbers. So required numbers are 122 less it is decreasing. So 119 by 144 and 118 by 144, same 117 by 144, 116 by 144, 115 by 144, 113 by 144 and 112. Only 112 is there. So 114 is missed. 114, 113 by 144. So these are the 7 rational numbers between them. Okay, this is the simple and easy technique. Just only first make the denominators with the same number, like taking the LCM, and just multiply and divide with that how many rational numbers are required plus 1. Okay, we'll get this. So we can do in this way. So these are the topics from this chapter 1. So just you can go through clearly one by one.